what's happening? It's your boy Skrilla, man. Shout out to I Said It, the celebrity interviewer. You dig what I'm talking about, man. Sponsored by
What up? It's Dead Well, music exec, music manager, entrepreneur. Yo, shout out to the celebrity interviewer. I Said It, the show.
Hey, what's good, everybody? I am Chicago's own national award-winning spoken word artist, Just Mike the Poet. I'm here to give a shout out to celebrity interviewer I Said It, the Poet.
What's happening? It's your boy Cam Jones, man. Shout out to the celebrity interviewer I Said It show.
Yo, it's the originator Jazzo, y'all. Make this real quick, man. Shout out to AcostaThree Management. Doing it big.
Shout out to you, man. Like, over the years, I see you everywhere, at every major event, covering every major thing, always supporting every artist that you encounter. So, definitely don't want this time to pass without saying thank you for always being a support to any and everybody that's coming in and out of Chicago. We definitely appreciate you.
Tune in. I'll be with the celebrity interviewer I Said It, the Poet, for the I Said It show.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Dean Most Photography giving a big shout out to my main man, celebrity interviewer I Said It, the Poet.
What up, it's your boy Dave Tolliver from the legendary Minute Large, and right now you're checking out the celebrity interviewer I Said It, the show, baby. Yeah, it's all being brought to you by
My name is celebrity interviewer I Said It, and I approve this message. Subscribe today. These are my official sponsors. Shout out to business owner Dolores Green on Facebook, and please go visit her at hairbossbiz.com. You can contact her directly at hairbossbiz@gmail.com. Also, shout out to CEO of M.I.A. Entertainment Group, film, TV, and producer, the legendary Mimie Acosta. Shout out to business owner and podcast host Sophia Latrice. She has a spa in Plainfield, Illinois, and visit her website at lenisialex.com. Shout out to CEO and radio personality Cantone. You can visit his website at streetscienceradio.com. Shout out to author and animation commercial creator Linda Gregory. You can visit her website at lilyb.com. Shout out to business owner, the elite reader and licensed phlebotomist Cherie Patterson. Call her directly at 469-340-6489. And shout out to author with both her audiobook and hard copy novel Through the Eyes of Nitsi, Denise Donnerson. Order her book today on Amazon. Celebrity interviewer I Said It, and I approve this message.
All right.
Peace.
That's right.
Let me see. I'm having the most trouble with this reception, but we're going to get it, though. We're going to make history. Please, hey, thank you, though. Welcome back. You already know my name, celebrity interviewer. I said it, and this is the square table, and this is where we talk about, come get back in your square at the square table. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm featuring with my legendary host, whatever side of the world you may be looking on, the legendary Mimie Acosta, and our celebrity friends. What's up, Mimie? How you doing?
I am really good. I'm just really excited about the subject matter. So let's go. Jealousy
Man,
within the relationship, baby. Whether it's business or pleasure, honey. Jealousy is a brutal thing. So yes, let's go.
yes, yes, it is. But please, let's introduce our celebrity friends that we have with us today. You know what I mean? I'll start ladies first. So the lady right behind me, could you please introduce yourself, Miss Amanda?
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? My name is Amania Mario, international recording artist. Had #1 hits all over the world, traveling with Maximilian as well as a few other celebrity artists. So doing our thing and blazing the trail.
All right.
Definitely, definitely. Please, the official mailman, brother. You know what I'm saying? What's
Yeah,
good
what's
with you,
happening,
bro? You know what I'm
everybody?
saying? Welcome.
I'm a official mill man, also known as the Mill Bridges Hill.
Okay, word. Appreciate you.
What I am?
Hey,
I'm
welcome
an
to the show.
artist. I'm an artist, entrepreneur, and I got music on all platforms. The group Dudenem and Mill Man. Just type in Mill Man. You can find me on all platforms.
Right.
Subscribe to YouTube.
Okay, cool. All right, you breaking up a little bit. Your audio is kind of
The
Did you
audio.
hear that, Mimi?
Just a little bit, but for the most part, I could make out what he was saying.
Okay, just to let you know.
Okay, is it clear
Yeah.
now? Okay.
Yeah, it sounds a little clearer at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, again, like Mimi said, this today's topic is about jealousy within a relationship, both business and pleasure. So, Mimi, if you don't mind, could you just kind of give, a little preview of, your opinion when it comes to business, jealousy within the
Yeah, well,
business relationship?
yes, definitely. I definitely looked it up because, there's a little bit more to it than kind of jealousy that I've had because I've always had jealousy within the workplace, especially when it comes to, other women. But workplace jealousy can occur when one coworker feels anxious and insecure about the talents of another employee. And that happens all the time. It's important to remain positive, kind, professional in the workplace and prevent and lessen workplace jealousy between team members. So, FYI, I experienced a whole lot of that. The thing about this is that I've worked with a lot of men. I grew up with brothers. I've always worked with men, whether it was like Department of Public Works, the police department. I've always worked with men. So when I started working with women, it was always that catty thing. Who is she? Where she came from? La 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 la. How did she get that position? Why is she getting all this favor? And the biggest thing with me is that I handle it pretty well because I like talking to people. I like trying to find out where this is stemming from. Like, okay, if you wanted this position, you could have applied for it. Or, what can we do to make the workplace better? Because at the end of the day, we're going to be stuck with each other from 9 to 5. So what we going to do? Is there anything that I need to do, to make it happen, to make it work? Let's just work at it. So yeah, it's happened my entire life. But like I said, I have a way with people that by the time I'm finished with them, they're like, oh my God, you know what? I have no reason to be jealous of her because she's willing to give me everything. She willing to help me. She willing to hold my hand and take me across the way. Like I should have never been this stupid with her. So it always works out that way because people come with their own insecurities and their own not understanding what this person is here for and feeling like somebody's coming to take, their position, and then get all the attention. So my thing is, look, if I'm wearing 4-inch heels and you wearing 3-inch heels, get your 4-inch heels and let's rock this.
That's right. That's right. I agree with you.
Okay.
Definitely.
I hear that.
Definitely.
Shit. Or I'll
I
bring the
heard that.
4-inch heels. I'll be like, you know what? Look, I got me another pair at home. I'll bring it for you. Let's rock this.
That is too funny. That's too
Sharing
funny.
is caring. But it's all good. That's basically, and it's been that way with everything. Even with positions, even in this industry. This is a male dominating industry. So it's like when women come in, it's like, okay, who is she and what's she about to do? Or can she really take me to the top? You know, and I've been questioned a whole lot in the industry, but I'm not the talking type. I'm the doer type. So if you tell me now you can't get me on that billboard, you better believe. Put your money where your mouth is, and I'll get you on that billboard.
Right.
That's how we do it, or that's how I do it. So yeah, I said it.
I heard that. I heard that. Thank you so much, Mimie. You know what I'm saying? That's a great synopsis, you know what I mean, when it comes to that opinion. But before I state my opinion when it comes to jealousy within relationships, I do want to mention our third guest. She had just had some, you know what I mean, she had to make a run real quick, an emergency, and she will be joining us. And again, her name is Create Williams, and she's the owner and founder of Create's Love Butter. And so, you know, she'll be joining us very soon. But when it comes to my particular opinion, when it comes to jealousy relationships, you know, I've been in a few relationships for a while, you know what I'm talking about, and you know, just my opinion, you know what I mean? Sometimes I don't understand why, but sometimes, you know, when a person or the partner is more successful than the other, usually it's usually like when the man is less successful than the women I've seen looking in other relationships, then the man might be jealous of her or might be trying to sabotage her, you know, like causing violence or causing drama on the job with her, you know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy though, you know, I was witnessing a lot of crazy things, you know what I mean? And then from like a man's perspective, sometimes a woman can feel insecure when her man's out there, you know, making a lot of money despite, you know, that's who she asked that she wanted. She wanted a successful man, right? A man that could, you know, take care of her, but when that happens, sometimes it makes a woman, sometimes, from my opinion, feel insecure to the point to where, you know, now she kind of like, she really pressing him about like even going to work when she knows that that's how he's going to bring the bread back. You know what I'm saying? He obviously got to leave the house, you know what I'm saying? So don't harass the man. So it'd be crazy sometimes, but, you know, I'm very interested. Yeah.
Excuse me, Miss. So are you saying that you felt that a woman was jealous because the man was making more money and he was out mingling with other adults, or are you saying that it was a jealousy as in like they are being more attentive at, you know, people are paying more attention to this individual? Because it seems like it's two different types that you're stating in a sense. So I don't know which one are you?
Yeah, so basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of giving examples to start the show of like what this topic is about. You know, Mimi shared, you know,
I don't
and
know.
about the
Like
business.
that.
And so I'm just giving different opinions and different, you know, paths that, you know, people might be familiar with when it comes to jealousy within a relationship, you know, just for different
Oh,
scenarios, I'm saying. That's all I'm
yeah,
doing right now. This is like,
that's just
I'm
one.
not
That's just
judging and
one.
I'm not, you know, I'm sorry,
No,
what
no,
you
no.
say?
I'm not asking if you're bugging. I'm asking a question for all men, not just you specifically.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm stating that are you equating those two things together? Because a woman upset at her man going to work is not a jealous thing. If I'm catty at you, it's probably because there's a young lady at your job that you're smiling at a little bit more than normal. So then I might be jealous in that way, but then there's
Right.
jealousy as in your career is skyrocketing and mine is not. That's a different kind of jealousy subject. So it's like a two different jealousies in a sense.
Right. I'm sorry, what was you saying also, Millman?
No, what I was gonna say is that you was just mentioning one narrative of it, but you know, it's
Right.
multiple ways that couples can be jealous of each other. But the thing is, as a couple, you got to work together. Like me and my fiance, I want to see her win and everything she do. You get what I'm saying? And she want to see me win and everything I do. So it's not a competition. So once we eliminate competition, you don't even have that problem.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. Absolutely. And that's what I was gonna get into next, you know what I'm saying? Again, you know, I'm just you know, you know, everything I do is non-scripted. You know what I'm saying? I don't read a script. I don't read nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is all from my spirit, my mind. You know what I just think, and in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So in this moment, you know, these are just my opinions that I'm coming up with on the fly. You know what I'm talking about? So hopefully I don't offend nobody out there. But again, you know what I'm saying? We all just open-minded, whatever like that. But again, you know what I'm saying? There's just different scenarios that you can have in a relationship that can cause jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Even but you know what I'm saying? You all have a lot to say, so let me go ahead and kick it off with the ladies first. So go ahead, Emmanuel. You know what I'm saying? Please just give your opinion when it comes to jealousy relationships.
Well, like I was saying before, it seems sometimes that it's different levels, like you were saying, of different scenarios. But the main two that I'm finding is that either the guy is jealous that she's making all this money and he ain't making no money, or vice versa. If it's the woman who mad because he making the money and she ain't making the money, it can go either way. Or you're the other partner is upset because there's somebody at work that you're entertaining, or you're smiling, or you're doing a little bit too much, um, and then that jealousy of the other person at your job kicks in. That's where women be asking questions like, well, how long you gonna be after work, and why you gotta work with this person, and how long, why you gotta go in on your off days, and things like that.
Right.
Are stem from a couple different reasons. Like, she might want to just spend time with you, or she just might saw somebody at your job that was looking kind of cute, that walked past and was like, oh no, he don't need to be at work with her or him, if it's a guy. For the reversal, for the men who see other men at their woman's job, and they be like, are you talking to this dude, or all types of stuff. So it's tripped
Yeah.
out. But I don't know. In music, it's a little bit different. The jealousy is a little bit different. When people see you doing different things, they upset because they're not doing it. But I don't mind helping people get on, to show them the direction of, well, hey, this is how I did it, and you could come and do the same thing. And then there's no reason to be jealous, in a sense, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Well said. Official mailman, please give us your opinion when it comes to something like this.
Uh, as far as jealousy, jealousy is a lower self emotion. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, jealousy stems from insecurity. It stems from being rejected. So it's like, now that I'm older, I know how to read different people, and it's like I've been blessed to actually meet someone who's uh not that just. You know what I'm saying? And then when my lady showed me traits of jealousy, I had to explain to her, like, I only have eyes for you. That's it. That's all. So if you see another female, you know what I'm saying, that's a you problem. Because I love the way that you are, the way that you are. But I can't control how you think about yourself. So the thing is, once a woman becomes secure within herself, I don't think she'd be too jealous, because I think jealousy comes from the feeling of competition, that somebody's better than you, or somebody got something that you don't get.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Mimi.
Okay, so I'm definitely feeling everything that you guys are saying, because that is the one thing that I've realized, that if you are insecure within yourself, you're not going to just have problems with your mate. You're going to have problems with everything and everybody in life, because what you put out is what you get back. I'm a person of energy. So I feel like if I'm going to put out craziness, craziness is going to come back to me. So I can't live being that type of person. Like, I am really, really extremely secure in my skin. I don't care what it is that's going on. I am not hampering my dude about nothing. You go to work, you do your hours, you do your thing. When it's time for us to get together, we get together. When we got to roll out and do things, the one thing that we cannot control is how other people are. We can just control how we are with each other. If he knows that I
Right.
only got eyes for him, and I know that he only got eyes for me, we ain't worried about who checking us out, because that's a beautiful thing, that other people are looking at us like, damn, they look good together. Or, gee, she's
Yeah.
cute. Or, I like her heels. Or, ooh, he smelled good. Like, there's nothing that we can do about that except thank you. That's what's up. Oh, this is called that. Oh, I got these shoes over here. Like, I like sharing, because I don't like people feeling that type of insecurity around me. I don't like the thick air. So I'm big on that, and I'm big on talking to other people too about their insecurities. Like, look, you need to check that, because it's not cute. There's nothing nice about that, and you bring negative energy when you have that spirit in you. But a lot of people, it stems from little. If they're not loved, if they're not shown that type of love growing up or whatever, then they start feeling crazy about themselves. Ooh, I'm too skinny, I'm too fat, my hair is this, my this is that, I need this, I need that. They feel like they need all kinds of things, you know, to supplement whatever it is that they're feeling. And when those things are not available, then it's attack mode, which is not a good thing. It's not a good thing for any type of relationship, and then and
Right.
what happens at home stems in the outside world. You know what I'm saying? That could stem, if it stems from home, then it trickles off to work. And then what? You're ugly at work and you're ugly at home, and you're just ugly all the way around. Like, you really got to check yourself. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. Jealousy is not the business, because it creates a really, really thick smog in the air, especially if you're living with the individual. Jesus, Father God. If you're living with the individual and you got to deal with that kind of nonsense at home, you don't even want to be there. And that's why a lot of relationships go south, because it's either the man or the woman. Somebody's going to step out if they're not feeling happy at home. They're going to want to work some more. They'll be asking the supervisor for some more hours. Hey, can I work this weekend? Because I really don't want to be home. And then you trying to figure out, dang, why he working so much? He working so much because you've created a really thick space for him to be at. He don't even feel happy coming home anymore. So yeah. I could say a whole lot about that because I've experienced so much with that. It's crazy. But I'm this chick right here. I'll be like, deuces, it's time to go, because I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. You're not going to mess my money up.
Right. I heard that.
Hey, Craig,
Hey,
I
and
see
so
you
we
back,
just
good girl.
How y'all doing?
Yeah,
All
hey,
right.
what you doing now?
welcome.
He made it.
What's
You
up?
made it.
So
Yes.
yeah, if we don't. So excuse me, if we don't mind, please create. If you could just reintroduce yourself, what I mean, real quick to the audience, and just let them know what it is that you do and who you are.
Yeah, so I am Create Williams. I'm the founder of Create's Love Butter. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, entrepreneur. We got some kiosks at Yorktown Mall, Gurney Mills Mall. We got a few wholesale orders. There's so much going on right now, so I don't even know what else to say. So thank y'all for having me. It's an honor.
Absolutely. With that
Yay.
being said, yeah. So
Yeah,
please go ahead, kick it off. What I mean, I'm sorry.
we
Go
do
ahead.
it's personal care, so body butters and hair oils, beard oils. So we got stuff for the men too. So that's what it is.
Hey. And you got a
Yeah.
website? You got a
Absolutely.
website where we can find your
Yeah,
stuff?
that's good.
Huh?
You have a website where we can find your products?
Yes, it's createslovebutter.com.
All right.
Yep. Yep. And Instagram and everything is create at create. So it's CreaseLovebutter.
All right. All
Yep.
right.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
Great.
good, man. I love to see entrepreneurs, especially our colors. Our
Yes.
melanated entrepreneurs. It's a beautiful thing.
We definitely need us.
And Craig, at the
I'm
square
glad you made it
table.
home.
Oh yeah, for sure. See, that was the most important thing, you making it home safely. Here
Yes.
at the square table, we're talking about jealousy within the relationship, whether it be business or pleasure. So it
Yeah.
looks like you have a good foundation at home. So let's talk about business. What experiences have you had with business and people being jealous of what it is that you're doing? Have you had any kind of experiences? Talk to us.
I don't, not with jealousy, because I think that a lot of times, well, I know for me, we kind of nipped that in the bud at the beginning. You know what I mean? It was kind of like what I expect, what you expect. We ain't gonna cross those boundaries, so we never really came upon like that whole jealousy thing. I
Nice.
mean, it'd be some jealousy at the mall when different men trying to hit on me, or they sit there and talk a little bit too long. So sometimes that do cross that barrier, you know what I mean? But other than that, like none.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep.
All
That's
right. Well,
great. That is, are you real
that's
lucky?
That's a
Because
good thing.
it don't happen all the time, for real. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes I mean I've been with other male singers, and
Mhm.
they mwah, 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 we love you, yes, but then when that stage gets touch that stage, the whole
Yeah.
nother monster come out.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
they got it upstage. They got it. It's all about. But it just depends who you dealing with. Everybody
Yeah.
got different emotions
I,
about it, but it's just a matter of being able to tame it, keep it in, try to wrangle it in, because it can't get away with you. I mean, all of us have been there in our life, some point, somewhere. Ain't nobody gonna say they ain't never had the experience, because then they wouldn't be able to talk about it if you ain't never
right.
had the experience. So it has happened where we even ourselves have become jealous of something. It might have been a hairstyle. It could have been a car. It could have been, your job better than my job or whatever.
Right.
So we've had issues with certain things, but you have to realize that hey, that's their journey and I
yeah.
have my own journey. and you know, I'm gonna get there in my own due time and not their time. That's their time, and this is my time, and I'm gonna work on me. So, and yeah, I just don't look over there. That's it. Don't look over there.
Exactly. Exactly. I think part of the problem, well, not part of the problem, part of the thing too is that he's laid back. So he's so used to me because I'm hyper as ever. I'm always running around somewhere. So he's always he like being in the back. He don't mind, you know, me being in the spotlight or something like that because I got to go home to him. So I think it's mine is a little bit different because of that, because he don't mind being in the background. But I definitely only get the jealousy when there's certain men that come to the table.
Now, how was it when you were single and you guys, right, where you was still over there and he over here, and you guys, you know, he watching from over here. You know, it's a little different when you watching from a distance.
Yeah, it was definitely different because I'm a huge flirt. You know what I mean? I am a huge flirt, but it's like, honestly, it's a part of sales. You know what I mean? And you know, it is what it is. So it's, you know, it's just, I just don't cross those barriers.
Right.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you think it's overly flirting, or do you think it's just being nice? Like me, I'm very, very nice to people, and sometimes they take it as, damn, she like me, not player. It's not that I like you. I'm being nice because I'm cordial. It's a different story. Now, when you come off in that different direction, like, oh yeah, I'm about to get some of this, I put like I put the brakes up and the cross and all kinds of things. Honey, we don't do that. But so that's what I'm saying with you, Craig. Is it like, do you think it's really flirting, or do you think it's just you really being nice because of the business you're in?
No, I can't. You know what? Honestly, I kind of separate the two because like every guy's different, right? Like I'm good at reading people. So certain people I wouldn't say certain things to. You know what I mean? Like some people I can be nice because some people being nice, like you said, they do feel like you flirting with them when they might can get your number. But it's like, no, I'm married. I'm just trying to make you smile. That's it. You know what I mean? And if you're trying to get a little bit too, you know, trying to make it more than what it is, then we can't talk no more.
Right.
So
Don't buy nothing. Don't buy no butter. Bye.
Exactly. Yeah. Go ahead on. Matter of fact, bring your wife because I know you got one because you flirting too hard.
Okay.
I know you got somebody.
You got somebody.
Here, take my card. Go on the website. Buy some butter.
Exactly. But he don't. You know, no, we never really had that situation. I think it was. I mean, I would say at the beginning, it was like, I ain't gonna lie. So some situation, it was like, you know, how some people want to help you out, but then sometimes men will be like, no, this dude want more than that. You know what I mean? So I have had those type of situations where, you know, I had to turn down certain things because of that. And it's like, sometimes, okay, is that jealousy, or do you see something that I don't see? Or do you not trust me enough to say, no, this is business?
Right.
You know what I mean? So now that we've grown and the business is growing, like all of that stuff is out of the door because now we communicated, we talked about, you know, what it is, and you know what I have to do to do what we need to grow. So we did have some,
I'm sorry, excuse me. You have established a foundation for your relationship. So now you don't have those issues anymore.
Exactly.
And if they do arise, you handle it and you keep it moving.com because you've already established a foundation where you don't have to, you're not falling through the cracks and being uncomfortable and going to sleep upset, because we don't do that.
Yes, exactly what you said.
I love it.
Right. And I think the panel got successful relationships right now, so we got to talk about our past. Because if we talk about what's happening now, we can't even relate. But if we talk about some old stuff, yeah, I could definitely talk about some jealous women and all that kind of stuff. So if y'all want to talk about the past, we can talk about the past just for the audience.
Yep. But I think jealousy really comes from the lack of communication. You know what I mean? And it's about, like, I had a friend, and he was like, no, you need to make him comfortable. You need to let him know that he's the only one. Instead of me saying it, I need to show him that I don't want nobody else. Because it's easy to tell somebody, no, I don't want nobody else, than actually making him feel that way. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and that and that's the thing. Like I had a situation, I had a situation. She didn't like how I dress. You dress too clean. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when you dress like a drug dealer. And I'm like, huh? And then she was jealous what my mother wash my clothes for me. I do a box for it. And then I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe she had problems in childhood. It'd be a lot of it'd be a lot of emotions. It'd be a lot, like I said, insecurities that they going through, and they project their insecurities on you. You see what I'm saying? But I've learned, now that I'm older, to not let other people's issues affect me, because it's not my problem; it's a you problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight
And I
like
think
that.
that's where it goes into like the whole jealousy thing, by like we were talking about, not doing that foundation. Because sometimes we go in looking for one thing, and when you don't make that foundation or you don't have that communication, it's easy to get jealousy, because for one, you don't even know me. You know what I mean? You don't know me. You don't know how I think. You don't know my past or anything. So now we need to discuss. I have these issues. You got these issues, and we're not going to put them on each other. That's it. That's all.
I love that. You're a little whippersnapper.
I'm not playing with my time, and I'm not gonna play with his. I promise you, I'm not.
That's right. That's
I'm
right.
just not doing it.
You got too much butter to make. You got smoothing that stuff out. You ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
I'm with you all the way.
Right.
No.
Right.
We're not doing none of that.
Yes. I said it. What you got to say?
Man.
I know you letting us powwow. But I want to hear you.
Yeah, I'm really just sitting back, really appreciating all of you all's opinion. You know what I mean? Because again, coming from a single man, I'm very opinionated. But yeah, just again, like when it comes to relationships, everything that you all said, just kind of backtrack. You know what I'm saying? Insecurity, just making a person feel uncomfortable sometimes. But it's all about communication when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Kind of like what Create was touching on. You just have to communicate and tell the person, who you are, how you really feel, and you know what I mean. So they don't ever get, uncomfortable when it comes to, when seeing you around the opposite sex, when you at work, or either, you all are out and about. Maybe, I've been at a restaurant with her, and we, obviously, if we out together and I took you out to eat, then this is us time, right? But I've had it to where she's like, "Why are you looking at the waitress like that?" And I'm like, "What you talking about?" Like, I'm just looking around. I'm a person that's very observant of my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, kind of, like, how can you judge how I'm looking at somebody because I'm a polite person? So I said, "Thank you." So sometimes when a man says thank you when you're out, a woman sometimes can take that as like, "Why are you flirting?" And I'm like, "I'm not even flirting. I'm just like, why would I flirt right now? Because this is us time, right?"
Yeah.
Talk to the official.
Nah, I get you, brother. I get you. And
Have you
that's
experienced
the
that?
thing. That's why communication. So you lay ground rules, right? You explain to the woman that, look, I can't control what comes in front of my eye. Now, if I look and stare, that's a difference. But I can't control who's looking at me. It's a compliment when a man is looking at my woman. You see what I'm saying? But the other way around, I can't control who's looking at me. I can't control what comes in my periphery. But if I stare and I'm staring and smiling, that's different. That's disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? But you're not gonna falsely accuse me. And it's like communication is key. When you communicate with each other, it makes a better relationship. You build it together. And when you hide things from each other, that causes jealousy and insecurity as well. So communication is the key. That'll stop all that.
Yeah.
I agree,
Straight up,
Greg.
man. It even got to the point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, official mailman. It even got to the point that this is the same situation too, the same outing that we was on. And so when it was time to leave, you know what I'm saying, I gave her like an $8 tip. And then she was tripping, like, "Why you giving her so much? You must like her." I'm like, "Dad, why couldn't she just have did a good job? Like, why couldn't she just be on her job? Why are you judging based on the type of tip that I'm giving her?" Emmanuel, what you think about something like that?
Hey, it's all different type of reasons why people get jealous. So I mean, You just got to take the good with the bad. Sometimes you just got to pick and choose the battles of when it was, and all of that back and forth is unhealthy anyway. Just say,
Right.
babe, if I didn't know that this was upsetting you. I was just being friendly, or I was just making sure she had a decent tip today, and then it'll squash it sometime. But if you go back and forth, well, I wasn't doing nothing, and then it's just that back and forth. You'll never resolve it. It'll be all day. You'll be arguing, going to bed mad, like she was talking about before. We don't want that. So, pick and choose your battles. And then just, if you already know the person is kind of slightly, insecure or jealous about certain things, when you're doing something that's going to irritate them and trigger them. Why are you doing that anyway? Are you trying to upset them on purpose, even though regardless of whether or not they can control it or not, or you have the conversation. Like, say for instance, just say for instance, I don't know, let's give an opinion, an example. You have a friend that all of this new friend that you all of a sudden you going to always hang out with, but I ain't never seen your friend. All my friends, as they always say, women always say, all my friends, but who is this new person that you supposedly, why I can't meet them? And then it plants the seed of, wondering in your mind, and then it just grows. Sometimes things like that happen too. So, sometimes people do things to pick at folks. So you gotta, you can't be doing that either. Can't be picking at folks when something triggers them on purpose.
Right.
So, it's just a delicate balance, for real. It really is.
Okay. I know that all of us have already probably bypassed those stages where we had certain things happen, but I'm going to ask this question. Have any of you guys been in a relationship where it's a, if it ain't me, it ain't going to be nobody else?
If it what?
If it's not me, it's not going to be nobody else?
Oh, if it's not me, it's not going to be nobody else?
Right. Have you guys ever been in a relationship like that?
Like if you don't be with me, you ain't gonna be with nobody type.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh, I definitely have.
I will leave your ass in a minute. You tell me some stuff like that, I'm gone. What? I'm gonna take my brother.
Talk to me.
And my
Craig, how that relationship?
No,
that was my ex-husband.
That's y'all toxic.
No.
You're right about that. Toxic, like you said, brother. Toxic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With me, it got to the point where it was like you said, if you ain't gonna be with me, it ain't gonna be with nobody else. To the point to where she tried to take me with her. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about the me that you see. You know what I'm saying? She tried to take a piece of me with her because it's either me or nobody. You know what I'm saying? Either she gonna have me all to herself or nobody. I'm trying to keep it, PG halfway on here. So that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, like it got that serious. It got that serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, if it ain't me, then you'll never be with nobody ever again. And it's that serious.
Wow, that's a threat.
Hey, man.
I want to know what y'all thought that they were gonna do. Like, what did you think that she was gonna do? I said it.
No, it's not what I thought she was gonna do. It's what she did. What she tried to do to me. She tried. She tried. And thank God, I was able to stop her from in the middle of her trying to dismember me.
Wow.
Straight up.
Hey, you know what, Callie? I said I'm gonna add to that. I've been in an abusive relationship, right? So
yeah, that's what that was. Abusive.
I've been in an abusive relationship. That's what that sounds like. And it's like I never put my hands on a woman, right? But I had this situation where this lady, she would always down me. You're no good. You this, that, the other. Just don't never say nothing good. And she always just popped me upside the head. And see, what I realized is that the guy that she was with before me used to abuse her. So when I finally figured it out after, it was about like after 6 months in or whatever, I had to realize like, I'm not gonna take this no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I don't touch women, but look, you're not gonna ever put your hands on me. So it came to a point where I painted my car. I painted it a candy green. You know what I'm saying? And I picked her up from work, and she said she was embarrassed. I'm like, what? Okay. So I'm at the house, and we at the apartment, and I'm reaching in the refrigerator, and she kicked me from the back in my nuts. So I dropped to the floor, but when I came to, I almost choked the life out of her. And I told her, don't you ever touch me again in your life. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I never punch a woman, but you have to let abusive people, you have to put them in check. And choking without leaving a mark on them, that's a way to let them know, look, I'm not sweet like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do this. You know? So yeah, that's my story.
That's crazy. Mine.
I don't know about the choking part, but I get what
I don't know, for some reason, Mimie, I just thought you had something to say. I don't know.
I do have something to say, but I'm waiting for Cray to say what she had to say.
Oh no, you got it. You got it.
No, you got it. Let's go back. It's our show. You the guest. Let's
go. No, actually, my ex-husband, he was a bit crazy. I didn't know he was crazy. He came off as a good guy. You know what I mean? I thought that he was my Captain Saver person from the hood. You know what I'm saying? So he wound up being domestic and stuff like that. So my idea is like, okay, I'm gonna get a big guy that can probably kick his butt. So if I leave, I'm good, I'm safe. Because like it had got literally like that bad. So it was me. He actually stabbed my current husband with an ice pick. Like it was bad.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. He tried to kill both of us.
Wow.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. Yes. He and my current husband, he's like, I'm tired of hearing that story. You got with me just so I can save you. And I'm like, yeah.
Initially, what had happened was
right. He was bigger than him. I knew he wasn't going. He had to come correct. And then he was like, he ain't finna take no crap, you know. So I'm like, okay, this is what I gotta do. I know it probably say you suck, but I'm like, listen, when you in a domestic relationship and you don't know your way out, and you know when you about to die, you have to find your way. You have to figure it out. And my only thought was, okay, the police probably won't do nothing. I need to find a man that's strong enough, that's gonna love me enough to protect me. But I was like in between relationships. So I was like, I got to make sure he loved me. You know what I mean? And then it just turned out bad. But I'm my current husband now. We've been together for 20 years now. So
congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. I'm looking forward to that. Man,
but back to what I'm talking about. The foundation. You set the foundation for no nonsense. I love it.
But I'm gonna go back to you. I said it like in an instance in that situation, the restaurant. What you could have did was gave her a kiss. I would have just leaned over and kissed her and didn't even argue. That would have been solid.
Yeah. I mean, I touched her. You know what I'm saying? Like I showed her some affection. Like I reached out to touch her. She's like, "Don't touch me." You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, she was mad. I'd have made it. You should have did something goofy like.
Because I was thinking maybe she wanted some attention or something.
But... I'm mad.
No, I was thinking maybe she might have wanted some attention. Otherwise, she just suggested that if you kiss her, but she said don't touch her. See that's what I learned in this journey of life. Like, the older you get, you start realizing that you was attracting these type of people to you.
Yes.
But it's like now that I finally met my twin flame, it was all worth it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm like, okay, it was worth going through that. But at the time, you don't understand. Like, why am I going through this? How did I meet this? And it's like once you mature, you realize, like, okay, I get it now. So once you prepare yourself for the correct person is gonna appear. But if you're not right with yourself, you're gonna attract the wrong people.
That's true.
Yeah, that's facts. That is the truth. I tell people all the time.
Yeah, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not gonna agree with, you know what I'm saying, at any time put in your hands on a woman, where you hitting her, choking her, whatever. I can't agree with you, my big brother, my brother. You know what I'm saying? My
I said it
lifetime
with
brother. You
no.
know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I can't agree with you with that.
I didn't leave a
I
mark.
won't agree. I won't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same
I
time,
feel like that's selfish.
don't no woman knows how it feels to be kicked between the legs. You know what I'm saying? When you have a member down there, don't no woman know what that feel like. You know what I'm saying? That's like a man trying to yank at your breast or something. Like, that's the only type of comparison that we can
No, that's
have.
not even a
But
comparison.
Yeah, I don't think
it's
that's a
still not,
comparison
because
at
it's
all.
super sensitive for a man. That's the most sensitive
Right.
area for a man. So that would turn a man lunatic. Like, so I understand what
Yeah,
you're
I
saying, because
blanked
like I
out.
said,
I
yeah,
literally
right.
blanked out. I said for about.
Yeah,
I
I
was down
almost
for about
blanked out.
6 minutes. Couldn't move.
You said 6 minutes.
Paralyzed. I couldn't wait to get back up. But what I realized, I got it out my system with that person. You see what I'm saying? So with this, the one that I have, you know what I'm saying, about forever, I never touch her like that. It never's gonna happen. We don't even. It's a whole different image. You get what I'm saying?
Right. This is the thing, right? With what you're saying, and I totally agree with you. If you stick a needle into somebody over and over and over and over and over and over, you just don't know at what point you're going to stick that person, and it's going to just be like, you know what, this is the stick that's going to pop it, and that's what happens. We have this thing where, oh, men always beating on women, da 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 da. But there's a lot of women out there that are really jumping on beating on men for real, for real. And the thing about it is that at the end of the day, you are never going to be as strong as a man is. Never. You know,
Never.
and even if you are, it's just really the wrong thing to do, period. There's no way on earth that I'm going to see myself beating up on no man. You know what I'm saying? I had that experience a long time ago, like 29 years ago, you know, with my son's daddy. And it was that thing. He was a police officer, you know, and he used to come home and it used to be all gun everywhere. You know, oh, I saw you this, oh, I saw you. You ain't saw me doing nothing. I've been home the whole time. But you want to, you know, you create these stories in your head because of jealousy, because of how he grew up, because of his own insecurities, which is why he became a cop, you know. So it was always that thing. And I used to always tell him, you pulling that thing, you ought to use it. You know, you keep pulling it, you ought to use it. And I went through almost like a whole year and a half of that. And one day I snapped. And he went from a police car to behind a desk because, you know, I got him. But, you know, it was just that thing where I was just like, wow, like, look what it took, you know. And after that, I vowed that I will never, ever be in another toxic relationship again. And when I see those traits, I am out. I don't care how many relationships you'd be like, damn, she was with this person for 5 years, but she with this person now. You know what? Because I dealt with 5 years of some shit that you ain't been a part of.
Yes. Oh my
You know?
God.
And when it's time to go, you just got to know when to go. You know, when I was young, it was one thing because I was young. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that age anymore. I'm half that age now on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, no, I come with a lot of experience. I'm always telling these young girls, don't sit up there dealing with that stuff. I just had a conversation with one yesterday where she felt trapped. She's like, I don't have a car. I don't have this. I don't have that. I'm like, but sweetheart, one thing you do have is family.
Yep.
And like you said if I tell my brothers and my father what I'm going through, they will murk him. I was like, you know what? Then he needs to be marked.
Right.
Because one day you might get it. He might just push you. You hit your head at the end of a table, your temple, you're out of here. Then what? You know, then when they come to bury you, they're going to see that you have all these bruises on your body. They're trying to figure out where these bruises come from. It's because you've been being abused. Don't take no abuse from nobody.
Yeah.
You know, I don't entertain or I don't promote violence within relationships, you know, or a woman hitting a man or a man hitting a woman, none of that nonsense. My thing is, if you have a man hitting on you, sweetheart, it's time to go. If you have him making you feel like you're degraded, like you are nothing, it's time to go because you are something, you are somebody to somebody out there. You know,
And
you just gotta know how to get away.
And that's the thing, like people don't understand abuse starts with conversations.
Yes.
It starts all that little cute, like, where you going? Don't wear that. Don't do this. Those are signs that letting you know that this guy may not be the one who can potentially be super controlling. Like if he's commenting on everything you wear, all of your friends, and they start saying that this friend isn't this and this friend isn't that, that's a sign of you potentially about to be in an abusive relationship. And that's why I tell people, okay, if you, like I tell my daughters, if you don't want to be in a relationship with someone, don't sleep with them. And if you do want to be in a relationship with somebody, don't sleep with them, because you need to know this person. You know what I mean? You can't, because once you establish that sexual relationship, now you guys feel like you connected, and you're not connected because you don't even know this person. You don't know his family. You don't know, like, I'm gonna say, like, for instance, like my ex-husband, he came across nice, but like within the relationship, I didn't know that he hated his mom. To me, a lot of men that don't have relationships with their mothers are really bad men, because they don't have that love for a woman like that. So that's, that's one of the things that I want to tell people, like, start looking at the signs at the beginning before you get serious.
Yes.
Right.
I agree, because when you mentioned, what that is a soul tie, and a lot of young people, what you have to realize is when somebody's trying to control you, they can't possibly love you, because they're trying to impede on your freedom. Like, I always understood that, look, your vagina not mine. You get what I'm saying? So I always told my exes, look, if you feel the need that you want to be with somebody else, you let me know. At least give me that. You get what I'm saying? It's just when people are dishonest and deceptive, that's what causes people. But yeah, a lot of men who are abusive, they not good. They don't have a good relationship with their mother, and that's the problem even in the world. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with creation, women still think they come from a man, but it's the other way around. All men come from women. You get what I'm saying? The universe is feminine. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then you mentioned he probably deserved to get murked. That's true too. Because the words say, God touch not my anointed ones, and do, you know what I'm saying, my prophets no harm. And those who come against people who trying to do good, maybe that's karma. You know what I'm saying? That's the universe. You got to get out the way. They got what they got coming. They get what they got coming.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, well said, everyone. Please keep the same energy. I love everyone's, opinion, perspective, everything. I love that. We're going to hear more about it from M.I.A, Create, and Official Man, of course, our beautiful co-host, Mimie Acosta. When we come back, we're going to take a quick 5-minute intermission to everyone that's watching out there. Please, everyone that's watching, please share this video to all of your family and friends. This is a great topic. This is something that needs to be talked about. And that's what we do here on the Square Table. We come get back on your square table. We talk about sensitive subjects within the community that people try to avoid. So, just stay tuned, and we're going to be right back. Like I say, we're taking this little 5-minute intermission. I have a little video, and it's going to speak a little bit more about our celebrity friends today. Yep. So don't go nowhere, y'all.
Okay.
Can't be Connie. We the land in the sand of the seas. We the reason for the style and the music. We the world's economy. We the makers and the movers and the Connie. We the land in the sand of the seas. We the reason for the style and the music. We the world's economy. We the makers and the movers and the shakers. Take 'em on the chase and I beat the case. Take 'em on the chase and I beat the case. Yes, on the chase and I beat the case. Take 'em on the chase and I beat the case. Yes, on the pedal, ain't no pushing brakes. Took 'em on the chase and I beat the case.
Protect my energy from your bad aura. Now my pastor say I be mine, heal everything I desire. I go receive my rhythm, flow like a river. If you get your back, come on, go and sit down. I go just para, come on my trigger. I go just stay, follow my dreams. I'm feeling vibes on vibes, I'm ticking dynamite. Don't know you candle light, you know I'm just that type. No. Protect my energy from your bad aura. Now my pastor say I be mine, heal everything I desire. I go receive my rhythm, flow like a river. If you get your back, come on, go and sit down. I go just para, come on my trigger. I go just stay, follow my. I am the right one to call. Bring back that
Peace, peace. Thank you. Welcome back again to another edition, actually our third episode of the Square Table. When you come get back in your square, right here at the Square Table, hosted by myself and my beautiful, legendary co-host, Mimie Acosta.
Yes, and we are talking
Yes.
about jealousy within the relationship, whether it's business or pleasure.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, man, we was really, and I'm so sorry that I kind of broke up with intermission because we was on a roll. You know what I'm saying? We was really talking about this. You know, we really dived right into everything when it comes to different perspectives. And you know, someone we haven't heard enough from. I don't just put Amanda back on the big screen. You know what I mean? Because I know she always got something to say if I know her. So what's on your mind, Queen?
Well, I wanted to know a little bit more in depth about people experience. We know about the relationship, but what about the work relationship that you're having with your
Yeah.
fellow coworkers who are jealous of you, of your promotion, of your raise, of your outfit that you wore when you came to work today? You were slamming. You know, your hair was beautiful. People complimenting you on your great work ethic you had today. You know, are you getting those types of people around you every once in a while? And I know I have had those people before. As you was talking about Mimie, with female other coworkers who are upset at whatever is going on in their life that isn't equal to yours at that moment. It might be just, you know, like I said, your outfit might have been slamming and they mad. You know, all the men in the office love you and they say good morning every morning and bring you coffee and donuts and they hate that. You know, it's something like that happens somewhere or another, you know, sometimes here and there in the situation. So you know, it works. Sometimes it be like that, you know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
I absolutely.
any of that?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Create?
No, I was gonna say I get, oh my God, I get a lot. I think because coming from where I come from, like I've been through a lot, like prison, like all kinds of stuff, right? And I think that people, they don't see where you come from and to where you at now. So I get a lot of people that when I'm posting about like the malls and stuff like that, or when we got into like different beauty supply stores. And people don't understand that when you get into these places, you have to promote them. And people take it as you bragging. And it's like, obviously you don't have a business because you would definitely not say that this is bragging. This is literally, I have to promote this store so that my products can stay in this store. So I get a lot of people that thinks I'm bragging. I get a lot of people that just even sometimes coming to the table, oh, my friend make this, or what is this? Like, it's just, it's hard being a business owner. You know what I mean? Like, the smart comments that you get is just ridiculous. It's so hard, and then you somehow you got to say, okay, I'm gonna remain humble, and I'm gonna remain being myself, and I'm not gonna change for nobody. I get to grow. Like, I'm supposed to grow. Like, let me grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you on that, and you know what? It's not even. It's our people that do us dirty.
Yeah.
It's our people that just do us dirty. The Europeans and other people, they treat you, they be congratulating you for when you're trying to do business and doing entrepreneurship type things. You know what I'm saying? Like, perfect example, I use my taxes into Walmart. I got a taxes in Walmart card, right? So I'm like, yeah, which register do I go to use my taxes? You go to that register, use your little taxes in it. Why you have to say that? So I think what it is with our community, we got so much self-hate.
Yes.
You know, we got a lot of self-hate, you know.
I mean, we were taught that way. I mean, people to not trust each other in any capacity, and that's what keeps us separated and not being able to come together and do business together. But anything is possible and anything is achievable if we all do it as a simultaneous unit. You have to speak honestly and openly with each other, even if they sell drugs, if they're a prostitute, if they're whatever, to think collectively as a unit. All of that negativity of, oh, black folks ain't never gonna get together. Well, we ain't gonna ever get together if you keep saying it. It's gonna be right.
I got you.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You keep on bringing it in, keep talking about that, then that's what's going to happen. But no, if I'm telling you that it is 100% possible, and just like voting, we have to do those things as a group, as a unit. You can't, like, we all messed up. I'm going to tell you something. Nobody want to talk about this. Everybody, we messed up when we voted for Biden. Nobody wants to admit that we messed up when we messed
Trump
up.
was good for us.
But Trump wasn't neither good nor bad. What I'm saying is it was the lesser of two evils. At least Trump was honest with his racism and his antics. Biden, on the other hand, sneakily does stuff. See what I'm saying? So you got to kind of like it's it's the same thing with when you got two people trying to one trying to outdo the other with that jealousy back and forth. I'm gonna outdo back bickering, and you can't do that. We'll be all day. We'll never get nowhere. Constantly doing it. So I just workplace jealousy is very difficult. It is. It's very difficult.
Yeah, my lady deal with that a lot, and I had to tell her to take 10 deep breaths and protect your energy, because what it is at the workplace, it has a lot to do with the ego. You know, it's ego, competition. You know, everybody want to look better than somebody. Everybody want to, you know, that's what's created this capitalized system. You know what I'm saying? The ego and the competition, and I gotta look better than you. I gotta do that. But it's like, yeah, our women, we got it bad. Our women got it bad. You know, they it's like they hate on each other so much. But it's gonna get better. You know, I'm gonna speak it. I'm gonna speak that it's gonna get better. You know, we gonna unify.
I think to piggyback on what she was saying when you were talking about like minds, I think that we get so caught up in coming together, right? But I think that it has to be like minds need to come together. Because you can't expect somebody that don't think like you to come together. You know what I mean? So when it's like, when you just expect like the like minds need to come together. We don't need people that ain't trying to grow to be over here thinking like we thinking.
Okay,
it's just not gonna work.
Right. So what's gonna happen is that they're gonna come into your grounds hating.
Yeah, exactly.
And that becomes toxic, because then what happens is that they spread that toxicity to the other ones that are trying to be positive, and then you just have another problem on your hands altogether.
Exactly.
So, you know, like when I used to work when I first came to Georgia, like when I came from the Virgin Islands, I was working at Georgia Department of Labor, and they had this. I think I created the skirt rule, because all my business outfits, like my skirts, would be like an inch over my knees. Like, I ain't doing that long stuff. I'm from the islands. It's hot as hell. We barely wear pantyhose. Like, I ain't doing all that. So it was just this thing where, oh, she's wearing 4-inch open toe shoes, and she's wearing these skirts, and everybody's looking at her. But the thing is, when the commissioner, 6 months of me being there, when the commissioner came there and saw the kind of numbers that I was bringing out, like, who's this chick that's bringing out numbers out of this building, out of this office that we ain't never seen before? And what it was when you come to Georgia Department of Labor, you sit down at a computer and you select 3 jobs. I used to give people 5 jobs. And what I'll do is I'll call some of the jobs and be like, look, this is Mimie, Department of Labor. I'm calling on behalf of this person. She's coming to interview for this position. She's a great candidate. I'm sending her. She's going to be there on Wednesday, this time, blah, blah, blah. In and out. You are never, I don't want to see you in Georgia Department of Labor for shit, not for the rest of this year. You got 5 jobs. Go out there and get them. And that's how I was with every single body. And when they talking about this person only saw 70-something people this week, but how did Mimie see 300 and something people this week?
All right.
Exactly.
Because we ain't having no conversations, and y'all so busy worried about my short skirt and my open toe shoes that y'all ain't getting y'all work done, or who wants to buy me lunch. And that's where that whole jealousy stems from. So the reason for being an entrepreneur is because you're going to be jealous of me on a different level, and it ain't going to be in the workplace.
Yes.
You know, we ain't going there.
Bring it in. Don't let me know. That's poetry.
I'm popping the car in a different light, because I'm like, no, I can't do this office thing with a bunch of catty women no more.
Oh my God.
You know? And to see, the thing about it is that, like, even with government, like how I think about it, and I ain't knocking government workers, but my thing is I've worked in different government entities, and it's all the same thing. You sitting there for 30 years to retire, and I'm on different levels. So I can't sit there for 30 years. If I got to sit down, I'm going 100 miles an hour, and I got to depend on you who going 20 because you're trying to stretch your workload in 8 hours. Whereas I'm trying to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on a Monday.
And they sitting back and look at Mimi. She thinks she all
right. That's
how they doing it.
Oh my God.
You know that's how they doing it.
I had that 24/7, and you know what? What was the crazy thing about that is that I knew I was all that. And I know that's right, girl. I walked in there like it all day, every day, and sometimes on Saturdays. If my supervisor needed something done on a Saturday, I'm coming in. It's all good. Let's do it. But I gave them 12 months. I said, look, this is what's gonna happen. If in those 12 months y'all decide that coming into the new year, you guys are not gonna give me a year raise because I'm here doing the most and speak Spanish, and you don't even want to pay me for speaking Spanish, I'm out of here. They were like, Mimi, nobody quits the government. Watch me.
Watch this.
That's right. That's right.
I was like, I said it. I'm out of here.
Know your worth.
Oh man, you gotta show folks that that you can do it.
Yes.
And then they start looking at you like, now I have my supervisor in mind. This was in 2002. I have my supervisor on my social media. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. How's your daughter? Da, 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 da. And I'm just saying, like, it's always a lot of love. Like, I love all the people I worked with, but I know that we all come from different backgrounds. And a lot of people backgrounds come from backgrounds of insecurity as well. But when you show them that you are not that, it's only a matter of time before they come after you like, man, look, I know I was a fool 5 years ago, but I've grown different and da, 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 da. And that happens a lot too. I get a lot of that. And look, apology accepted, because at the end of the day, I ain't had the beef you did.
Yeah. Talk to us.
Look, I pray, I cover, and I go forward. And that's all I know to do.
I know that's right. Yes.
You ain't got time for grudges.
No.
Let it go. Like,
I'm 51.
You looking good.
I ain't got the time for that. I'm trying to keep butter on my skin.
Hey, straight up, hey, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Amelia, I love the fact that you brought up the workplace because, that just got this whole show even more lit than it already was. And, I've been working so hard on a job that where they tell me, and, no offense to Mexicans, this is actually a compliment to Hispanic people and Mexican people because they're known for working really, really hard. And they told me, like, Mike, you need to slow down because you're working like a Mexican up here, and we don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? We get paid by the hour, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, my dad always told me, work hard at everything that you do. So everything that I do, I put my all 100% in. I don't slack. Anything physical that I do, I give my all that I got in me because we only got this one life. So, I'm not going to leave nothing in the past to where wish, shoulda, coulda, woulda, you know what I'm saying? If I could have just loved her better, if I could have just worked a little harder, if I could have just ran a little faster and just tracked me, whatever the case, I'm going to give my all day long. But have you all experienced something like that where people try to tell you to slow down, you're working too hard or something like that?
Yeah. So I was working at an automotive factory and TDS Automotive back in the day, they was making the Fords. So I started learning the system. I learned the PD main system and it's like, you had workers that's like, man, just do just enough, man. Don't do too much. You get what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, see, my thing is, anywhere I go, I'm gonna give my all and my best, right? And when you at a how can I put it? When you at a factory job, the mentality be kind of low mentality, because it's set up structure where, they using you for labor and you're the reason why they're making money, but they don't treat you like that.
Right.
And yeah, a lot of people they was coming at me like, man, bro, you going too much, man. But I figured it out. Cause see, once I realized like I'm doing more work than everybody else and I'm still getting paid like everybody else, I'm like, they kind of right. But when you at a job that you love to do, it's a big difference. Can't nobody stop you. But with certain jobs, you kind of gotta blend in, and you know what I'm saying. Just depending on your boss. Like if you're trying to move up or what position you're trying to stay in, you gotta know what position to play.
And that is
Yeah,
called
true
meal man.
story.
That is
True
called
story.
work. That is called work ethic.
Yeah.
You have got when you have that fire in you, honey. Can't nothing stop you from going. You know, because then and that it'll take away from you if you decide to slow down like everybody else because you're no longer in the spotlight for yourself. I'm not talking about for other people, for management, for anybody. You feel kind of weird slowing down like, man, this ain't even me. Let me get back to what I'm doing because you're on a mode, you're in a hustle and all of a sudden somebody tell you to slow down and you like, slow down for what?
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
it'd be like you be in the zone, especially when you know
right.
what you're doing. When you
Exactly.
figure it out and you know what you're doing, it's like, man, you trying to, because the more work you do, the quicker the day go.
Right. You see,
You know
and
what
that
I'm
could
saying?
that
The
could
day
also
fly by when you get your work done.
yes, but that could
Yeah.
also create jealousy in the workplace because
Yeah.
now you
I
got
work
folks
myself
looking at
out
you
of a job, actually.
like he
Not
trying
to
to be
interrupt you,
right. He
but
trying to be a supervisor. What he trying to be that he doing all this?
yeah,
You
I
say,
was working at a construction company, and the boss came to me and was like, well, Mr. Bridges, I don't have anything else for you to do. You work yourself out of
Right.
a job. So look, I
Oh
was
wow.
like 19. I didn't know no better, but I learned from that.
Oh,
Can I say
always
one thing?
fast.
yes.
I wanted to say something like as far as like with people, I would say like personally like people with felonies, we if we go into these jobs and we giving our all because we feel like this is all that we can get, but that's not all that you can get. Like you can be your own self, you can start your own business, you can do so many different things. So it's like going in those workplaces and like giving your all and working too hard. Like you got to know inside that know your worth because you don't
Yes.
have to give them all of you. You
Yes.
really don't. Like I worked so many jobs because of that situation and never got to supervisor position because of the felony. And I'm just selling myself a dream saying that, oh, I'm gonna work this hard and because I'm gonna become a supervisor. And you really not. So it's like, I'm not gonna say you really not because it depends on where you working at. But on a majority scale, you really not gonna get to where you going. So it's like know your worth. Don't give them your all. Put your all into what you know that you can do.
That's
Yeah, I agree.
beautifully said. As a matter of fact, and I'm gonna piggyback on that a split second because and a lot of people don't know this, but at Department of Labor, one thing that I used to do is that I used to bond inmates. Like once they, get out into the work world, they didn't know what to do, where to go, and as soon as they come in, they come in with this stigma even on themselves because they don't know. A lot of people been in there for a lot of years, they don't even know where to go. Honey, I would get that bonding letter and I let them know, hey, look, this is what's gonna happen because you're dealing with me now. And I was just this little thing. I was only like 20-something years old talking about look. But I would tell them, I'd be like, look, you're sitting down with me now. I'm gonna give you this letter. Do not make me look bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 5 referrals and this letter that's gonna clear you. God forbid something happens, and it ain't gonna be no God forbid because you ain't going out here to do shit. And I
Right.
don't want you back here. I don't never want to see you again. Mr. Costa, don't say stuff. I never
Right.
want to see you again. If I see you, I want you out there owning your own business, and I want to hear about you somewhere in the news that you done opened up some big thing. But
Yeah.
you're gonna get these 5 referrals. You're gonna get this bonding letter. I'm putting my signature on it. Get out of here. And they'd be like, dang, it's like, and you send everybody that's having a hard time out here to me because I know it's difficult. And that's the reason why I am putting I'm setting my foundations with my company together because my daughter's in prison. So I know that when she comes out, she's coming to do the same thing that I'm doing. She on a roll already, So, just to say, and I have to Craig, kudos to you, my love, because everything that you have done to get you to the point of being an entrepreneur was worth it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Don't ever look at you had 100 jobs and well, damn, all these jobs put you in the hustle mode for what you're doing right now. I was looking at your video with the kiosk and I was over here like, amen. How beautiful is that? My little sister just out there doing her thing. I love it. It's beautiful. So
I
kudos to you,
appreciate
love.
that.
Much
Thank
kudos
you.
to you.
I appreciate that. For real.
Definitely. Congratulations.
For sure. Definitely. Much respect to you, Create. You know what I mean? Again, I respectfully, that's why you're on here. And definitely, I just want to piggyback on something that you had said and referencing, kind of, Mimi just kind of said as well. It prepared you for today. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why I'm not against working hard on a job, because all that hard work that I put in, I've actually had over 100 jobs on the workforce. I've had over 100 workforce jobs. You know what I'm saying? You won't find too many people like me, but that's another reason how it translates and how I'm able to jump into my business and do a multi thing, just multiple things at once, because I'm so used to just doing this, and that anyway, and just adapting it. I'm a chameleon anyway, so I can just kind of do that. And another thing is, and this is kind of spiritual, and I don't know if you all feel this way when you work hard, but whenever I do something physical, and this has been like this, I can't tell you when it started, and I ain't trying to scare nobody away. But when I start it really be in my flow, and I'm really working hard at whatever I do, I'm in like a third body. You know what I'm saying? It's like a third body experience, out of body experience. And I'm not even there anymore. I'm sitting down, I'm resting, and I can go as fast as I want to go. And I can keep going for hours and hours and hours and hours. And I never get tired, because I'm literally taking a rest and I'm
Somebody
watching
about to
myself
die. I
work.
gotta put my
And that's
phone
the
charged.
mentality that
That is
I'm sorry, what are you saying? No, really though, that's who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I never get tired at anything that I do. I just always, when I feel myself getting tired, I go into the zone and I sit back and I actually watch myself work. And I go walk around and I sit down and I watch myself and I just rest. And then when I feel like getting back, jump back into my body, you know what I'm saying? Straight. I'm not even playing with y'all right now.
Dang,
No
that's
cap
No,
powerful,
at
brother.
it's
all. No
pushing
cap.
you like,
This
come
is
on,
who
you
I
got
am.
stuff to do.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just like, that's how I keep up my flow. Like, that's my secret. I'm revealing my secret to the world right now. Like, that's my secret to how I'm able to just keep going and keep going. I do not get tired, and nobody can tell me that I'm tired, and that just makes me even more energetic when somebody's like, "Ain't you tired yet?" You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, actually, I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling refreshed. You know what I'm saying? So, but definitely, you know what I mean? Just working hard on the job, it helps prepare you for having your own business and just taking control of your own business, because you know you just even more ready for that leadership role, whatever like that. I'm sorry, what was you saying, Emmanuel?
I was gonna ask another question. And this is just towards the workplace jealousy. How do each one and how did each and every one of you resolve those issues? Did you try to speak to the person? Did you try to just get another job? What was your own personal resolution for that? Because we definitely have to come up with conflict resolution to solve these types of issues, and we can't just let them resolve, just be out there and that's their problem, because in a sense they are our problem. Those are our brothers and sisters, and if they have issues and things like that, we need to help them learn to communicate and learn to get through those things so that they become better individuals in the long run, instead of just leaving it to what it is, to the wayside. So I'm always about, resolution, conflict resolution, and I'm really, really, really big on that. So do anybody have any
I do. Honestly,
Yeah, please, ladies first.
honestly, I feel like sometimes it's really about oh my God, it always go back to communication. Because I've had a lot of, and see, I'm tomboyish, so I don't really vibe with a lot of women like that, because I'm a little bit different. But a lot of times what you can do, a lot of people can do, you want to go out for lunch or something like that, let's have a conversation, because she could be looking at your body and thinking about her insecurities. But if she gets to know you outside your body, and sometimes and say for instance, if I'm big here, I might be uncomfortable. Just because I'm big doesn't mean that I like them. You know what I mean? And you looking at my boobies like, oh, you got the best boobies in the world, but like I really don't like my boobies. But she don't know that. She think you fronting without saying that. No, they big. I can't do nothing with them. I'm not big, y'all. I swear to God, I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, it's really like another woman looking at you, like you think your booby's big, but she don't know that you uncomfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I ain't gonna give you too many how you doing, and you gonna roll your eyes at me, but I'm gonna give you a benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, I'm gonna buy you lunch today. You want to go have some lunch and just have a random conversation, because that's the problem with women. We looking at each other and not even knowing that each of us have those insecurities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, well said, well said.
this is how I dealt with my workplace jealousy. I left.
You say you left.
That's
That's it.
This is the thing. I knew that my time was coming, and I gave them an ultimatum. That's really what it was. I was like, by this time, this is where I want to be, and this is not where I'm at. I'm gonna quit. They're like, Mimi, don't nobody quit government job.
But Mimi, she's asking, like, say for instance, if she can't quit. If they're in a position where they can't quit, like, what would you suggest if she can't quit?
You have a conversation because you need to know what this person is going through. Now, you got some thick heads that are like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't got no problem. Those are the people that you really have to pray for, because this is the thing. I'm going to tell you guys something. Prayer is amazing. It's amazing what the universe will do for you when you put it out there and you are in a workplace. And before you know it, these folks are being moved, sent to other departments. I mean, it's amazing. So you know what I do? I pray on people. I pray for them, because you got to pray for them. Because if you can't do nothing about a situation, you got to pray for it. That's just the bottom line. I pray on every situation. I pray about it, and I leave it in God's hands, and I keep it moving.com. That's all I can do. And not just keep it moving. I remove myself from the situation, because at no point I'm going to make you feel like you got me. It might bother me, because I want to know, damn, what's she really going through? You know, that she's feeling this way about not just me, but everybody else. Like, she really going through something at home. 9 times out of 10 is they're in an abusive relationship. Their kids are giving them hell. You know, they're 5 people in a 1 bedroom. I mean, people have so much stuff going on, and then they come to work and they try to dump their shit on you. So sometimes you gotta tell, like me, I'm the culprit for saying things like, sweetheart, it's not that serious. Just have a good day. Let's get through these 8 hours together. If you need something, just let me know. They look at me differently, like, what's wrong with her? And I go by my place. I play my little music low. You know, I got my little motivational mojo going on. You know, the only thing that I can't do is burn.
Right.
You know, but I got my little oils going. Look, I got oils everywhere. Oil be in my purse, oil in the bathroom, oil everywhere. I stay. I'm good.
You ain't throw it on them. Say, I rebuke you, devil. I rebuke you.
Let me tell you something. I don't even rebuke him, because no matter what, he's gonna be around. So I just talk to God. I'd be like, God, you know what? Just go on and remove all this stuff out of my way, so I can go in this direction right here. And before you know it, it'd be this. Whether it's traffic, whether it's people, situations, I pray on it, and I just go where I gotta go. Because you're not gonna stop me. I'm coming.
And you know, Mimi, that's powerful. Like, what I picked up from you is, like, you in tune with the universe. So you got a lot of reciprocity, because you blessed a lot of people's lives that came across you. And you know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. And then you mentioned something else. Like you said, you don't even pay attention to the devil. You don't even pay attention to that lower self. Because at the end of the day, when you ignore it, it don't bother you no more. And that's the best thing you can do with somebody who acting like that. Ignore them. Don't pay them no attention. Zone them out.
That stuff just look good, just like bad. Good and bad is all the same. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing but a manifestation of oneself. So whatever you put out there, that is what is coming. The thing about it is that sometimes we put it out there subtle, it'd be subtle, and the shit hits you so far back in the forehead up against that wall, you'd be like, damn, okay. Like, okay, I ain't doing that again. As a matter of fact, I ain't even thinking that way again. You know, sometimes you just got to change your way of thinking, and sometimes you got to educate people too. Like for instance, my daughter's in prison. Show y'all something. She told me, Mommy, I need you to get this book. Right? The Magic.
Right. Yeah, I heard about that.
This thing right here is a 28-day book. But when I say that thing has done some stuff to me, and it did it to her, and it did it to some other people in there. And I went ahead and I sent a set of this right here to like 4 of my friends. And they're like, Mimi, I don't know what you done, but you know, sometimes
it's called The Magic.
Yes, it's
Is
called
that
The Mask.
is that the secret? That's what it looked like.
Yeah, it's actually one of their books from The Secret.
Okay.
Because I
But
read
there
the
is,
secret.
yes, there's this one right here. This ain't no joke. So I went through it the first 28 days. I've already done 28 days about 5 to 7 times
Right.
already. Just
Wow.
sometimes you just have to bring yourself to a point of, let me just leave everything out there and come to this and do my, because I never really written like affirmations or being grateful and thankful for the things that I have. Like I ain't never was really into all that. And once I started getting into being grateful, being
Yeah,
thankful,
gratitude. Yeah,
manifesting the things that that I know I want to be a part of versus I want. I was just I'm just attracting all kinds of stuff now. So I'm just like, whoa. Sometimes you gotta put the brakes
yeah.
on it because it's only
Mimi,
so much you can
you
do.
working with the 7 universal laws. The first law is oneness. The second law is vibration. You
Yes.
got law of attraction. Then you got action. You got correspondence. Then you got cause and effect, and then you got rhythm. See, once you understand that all the universal laws work together, like
Yes.
when you show gratitude for your bad and your good, for things work your way or don't work your way, that's showing
Right.
the universe that you're appreciative for being alive. So it rewards you even more. Then you
Right.
manifest, and then you act on your manifestations.
Right.
Wow.
So
Right.
the rhythm come in because the seed that you sowed
Yes.
manifest.
That's right.
So that's good. That's just a good job, man.
That's right.
I
And
love this type of conversation.
I pray those seeds on especially every time I do a show with I Said It, I plant these seeds on the people that are on that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, look, whatever you got going on, if you got an issue with something, just call me. Let's talk about it. Let's see how something can be resolved. I'm that chick. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, everything is through prayer. Everything is through being positive.
Right.
Everything. Sometimes you
yeah,
just need a little word.
Yeah.
It's not even about no big thing. You might just need to hear something from somebody else other than yourself because there's that
Right.
other little voice in your head that's always saying, nah, you can't. Nah, you really can. If you just step out your own way and do it, you know?
Yep.
Because sometimes you need that extra little voice, and I'll be that voice,
That's what's
But
up.
yeah, so I
I'm
curb,
going to inbox your ass.
I curb the jealousies. I curb jealousy. Like,
That's
nah,
what's up.
we ain't doing that. What are you jealous for? Why? Because I'm wearing what? Let me give you these pants. Yeah.
Straight up. I'm always grateful to have you as co-host. I love hosting with you, Mimi. You just
Oh,
bring a
thank
different
you.
type of energy and a different type of excitement, enthusiasm out of me. I'm a person that kind of be laid back and don't really smile much, but you kind of bring that all out of me, and I appreciate your energy.
Thank
But
you.
the answer, Emmanuel, yeah, this love of love. But the answer, Emmanuel's question, what I mean, in reference to what did I do to get out of that situation? I have to agree with Mimi. I had to eventually resign because it got to the point to where they would bring it to me. No matter the more peaceful and polite I became, the more quiet I became, the more ignorant, the more violent, the more lies, the more deception plotted that they did upon me, and just toxicity, what he was talking about earlier in reference to just making rumors and false rumors, and it all derives from me having a business outside of the workforce. A lot of people can't deal with that because a lot of people don't know how to get started. They don't know who they are, and so they don't really know how to get started. I'm a person that kind of like very vocal and proud of the things that I do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not bragging like Create say. It's just you have to promote your business. If you don't promote yourself, then you know what I mean. And I'm in the business of advertising, and I was working with a lot of people who have other businesses. So I'm like, hey, I can help you advertise. But it's like they don't believe me because it's like, wait a minute, well, how are you gonna help me if you working beside me? I need somebody who go work beside me to help me. That's who's gonna help me, not knowing that I can really help them. You know what I'm saying? So then that's where the jealousy to derive from, just thinking that someone better than somebody when I don't even come off like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show them love, offer them discounts and everything because like, man, I see you every day, so you wouldn't even have to pay full price. But people don't even appreciate those little things. So sometimes it comes to a point to where you just have to separate yourself completely from that person, whether you're in a relationship, whether it's business or pleasure.
and you know what I say? Oh, go ahead, go ahead. Sir.
Can I elaborate on it? I really want to talk about and go a little deeper with not just your coworkers, but other fellow entrepreneurs who are doing the same thing you're doing. I have things with other singers. Sometimes we have issues with each other, and it's not even something that's spoken. It's just like the tension that be in the air when you see another person that's doing the exact same thing you doing, and y'all kind of like competing in a sense, but it's not a competition because everybody got their own platform. But still, it's an unwritten, untalked about, unseen type of tension going on.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Like other interviewers and other people who are in the same business, as you.
Yeah, I think what it is, truly, I'm gonna be honest, me myself. I tell another artist if they rapping like me, I don't want the car. I'm trying to reach people. I want to know people. I want to know supporters. I want to know customers. I don't want to know more people who doing what I'm doing because they can't do nothing for me. So I think that's what the entrepreneur does. Like if people doing the same thing and they like, okay, I need people. I get you do what you're doing, but how I'm gonna support you? Okay, I'm gonna subscribe to your page, but that's not hey. We just artists supporting artists. We need people. We need customers. We need, you get what I'm saying? And I think that's where it comes in at, and it's like when it comes to the same thing, is that ego. Like me, my thing, I don't want to be famous. You know what I'm saying? It's just I've been doing it so long. I'm like, okay, I got to make something happen because I done wasted all these years doing this. So let me try to be for real with it and see what really can happen. You get what I'm saying?
But I've also found too that from my own personal experience, and this is being living in the city of your origin, the people in your city do not appreciate you as good as the people who are not in your city, who do not know you, who do not are not by you every day. You're not just a commoner that they see walking down the street or at the lounge singing or rapping or selling whatever you selling. They see you all the time, but if you leave and you blow up and your body butter in LA, it's all the celebrities want it, then now all of a sudden you the hottest thing walking around in Chicago. But when you was here before, you was just selling to them. They always it's just her. Yeah. It's just him. Yeah. I'll see him next week. They ain't going nowhere. It's really, really interesting to me, the Chicago jealousy clique thing that goes on within in our circle, and nobody really want to talk about those things within artistry, within even other businesses. I've seen businesses being catty with each other, artists being like you were saying, I can't support another artist, but you can. I go to other artists events because I want them to know that I got your back. So when I throw something, please come out to mine because I want you to show up. So in a sense, you kind of gotta, one's back.
I got to the point of that because I used to be the one supporting every artist, sharing stuff, trying to hook them up with Isaidit, connecting this person, connecting that person. But when I finally started trying to do my little move, I'm like, okay,
you ain't getting that love.
To them. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like at the end of the day, God show you. So I'm gonna attract. I want to go where I'm celebrated, not tolerated. So I'm not going to even waste my energy with Chicago like that. That's just Chicago politics. I know 99% of the artists in Chicago. You get what I'm saying? That's just how we are here.
The craziest thing is that a lot of people don't know, like when you side-eyeing somebody, you kind of like, you low-key missing out on your blessing. Like it's like I can even.
There is no low-key in that. You are cutting your blessing.
Yeah,
you cutting it off. Cutting yourself. Yeah,
you cut off your blessing. Like for me, I know if I'm at an event or something like that, and there's somebody else that's selling shea butter, I'm gonna go see what's out there. I'm gonna go try your stuff. I'm gonna uplift you. I'm gonna do all of that. I know I'm on a different side of town. You over here. We not even in the same space. We don't even know the same people. So it's like we really not in competition. But I did have one lady. She was selling I think shampoo at first. And then she started selling shea butter. But I did inbox her. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna still promote your your hair or hair stuff and stuff like that. But I was like, because I'm still growing, I can't like really post your body butters. But I did that because I was still growing and I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was like I don't see McDonald's showing Burger King commercials, you know, like so
Right, right.
I was like,
Yeah, real
like
talk.
I'm not looking
Good
at you
point.
like, oh, now you want to sell shea butter? No, you can sell your shea butter. I'm still gonna promote you. I'm still gonna do all of that. But certain parts of your business I can't promote. But if I
Right.
sell hand whipped butter and a person like whipped butter, I'm gonna send them your way.
But I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes you can promote people and don't even tell them that you're promoting them. Just promote whatever you feel like promoting from
Mm-hmm.
them. And when they see it, they're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe she put that on her page. That's so nice of her. Because the minute you tell her, I am doing this and I can't do that because you're doing that and I'm doing this, it becomes that the BS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, I can't believe just because I'm selling shea butter and she got shea butter, she didn't want to promote my stuff. No.
That didn't happen. But I'm just an honest person. Like I should have just probably shut my mouth because that did pop up. But I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta be honest because I don't want you to be like, oh, you share my hair oils and my hair shampoo, but you didn't share this. And it was like, no, it's just I just want to let you know, why I ain't doing this part, you know, because I'm always trying to help people like as much as I can. Like lately, I just been so big. It's just me and my niece working both of the malls, so
Right.
it's just us two. So it's a lot, and plus trying to the business aspect of it.
Right.
But it's just like I'm still gonna support you. I'm still gonna help you grow. I'm not never gonna shade you. I'm not gonna ever have no ill feeling towards you. But I do probably got to stop being so honest.
And that's what makes people do their own thing and not promote other people because of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like me, I ain't nowhere in the Shea family, not by any means. So I'll take your shit and I'll post that shit everywhere. They'd be like, Mimi,
Yeah.
nah, it's her stuff. But the way I promote people, they will think, oh yeah, that's Mimi right there with that butter. Nah, it's
Yeah.
not Mimi, it's that shea butter. Go to
Now what I
that.com.
do,
You gotta
anybody
send me.
in our
I
circle,
want to send
like
you some.
anybody in the
It's
outside the
a lot.
circle, I support and I share their stuff. But
Yes.
anybody outside the circle, I don't waste my time with them no more.
Yeah.
You know, you got to formulate your own circle to support. Just don't be supporting in everybody who's not showing up. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I
Yeah.
meant by that. Like, especially with selling cars. Oh man, you know, it's like you know, people always want something for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I make sure I fix the car, make sure everything running is good. You know what I'm saying? But and I explain to them like, you know, I'm telling you exactly what's wrong with this vehicle. Somebody else gonna try to sell it to you and lie to you and woo up your band. But it's just something with our people. You know, I'm not complaining, but that's just we haven't learned to appreciate the entrepreneur in our community.
Yes.
You know, we got to learn to appreciate the entrepreneur in our community. Then we want to be fake because they with some celebrity or they in another level or appear to be at a different level. Then they want to jump on the bandwagon. But
Right.
see, that's how you
Sometimes,
that's how you cut the
sometimes,
grass. People
if
show
sometimes,
themselves every day.
I'm sorry about that, bro. But sometimes it feels like we've been conditioned, unfortunately, to constantly have to worry about getting the bag, getting the money,
Mm-hmm.
because our people are in such suffering mode all the time. We're in survival mode constantly, 24 hours a day. Some of us are in it all the time. So you're constantly worried about, well, if I support him, he's going to get a piece of my bag. She's going to get a piece of the bag that I'm supposed to be having, that I'm working hard to try to go grab. And if they, not understanding that the pie is very large and it's very thick, and a lot of people can get a piece of it, so it's not just for you or just for him. But it all also depends on your mistakes and your non-mistakes, your failures as well as your triumphs. And failures are triumphs that just teaches you how to be better the next time you go through it. So it's all a learning process, and it's just so interesting. But I don't know if we as a unit are willing to fight through these type of things that are problems in our community that's keeping us from moving forward and owning businesses as a whole, like banks
Yeah,
and
I agree.
hospitals and schools, because we constantly bickering on, oh my God, you became principal. So you mean to tell me your salary is gonna be 100K and my salary only gonna be 80K? Oh no, we can't have this. I gotta go and try to figure out how to get a bigger bag than this dude because and it's just something that been put in our put in our society nowadays for us to call it.
It's been programmed. You know,
But I get
the European got trillions of dollars right now, but they're still trying to chase money. Why is that? See, that's the thing. We've been taught by people who came from us. You get what I'm saying? Because we wasn't like that once upon a time ago. You know, and it's like you know, like how I see it. Like I don't even tell people I'm an artist. I don't tell people nothing that I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? And I only pass my cards out to anybody who's interested or if they ask me a question. I only engage to those who engage to me because I got a master plan. See, the thing is, when you telling everybody your moves and telling people what you're doing and what you're trying to do, it's just everybody don't have that in. So it's like you got to kind of play the game and just survey the area and attract to those that attract to you. And that's what I learned as far as this whole entertainment thing, you know?
Yeah.
Real, hey, straight like that, man. You know what I mean? Everyone, man, this has been brilliant, man. This is another classic episode at the Square Table. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I knew me and Mimie was up to something when we chose you all, you know what I mean, as being our guest today, man, our celebrity friends. You all are so intelligent, you know what I mean? Great perspectives, you know what I'm saying? Great insight, you know, really gave more people to talk about for those who's going to see this at a later date. You know what I mean? Man, just to kind of close it out real quick, in my opinion, you know, when it comes to just like, I don't even know how to stop the jealousy, you know what I'm saying, amongst peers, because, you know what I mean, even, you know, I felt the sabotage working with different companies. I felt, you know, just like you was asking M.I.A about, you know, just fellow interviewers like me, you know what I mean, what type of perception do I get? And, you know what I mean, sometimes they be jealous, you know what I mean, and I'll be offering them an interview for it, but they don't want to do the same back for me. So, you know, and then like Millman said, you have to learn how to just not support everybody. You really have to be delicate and learn who is supporting, who's going to give you that same energy back, because you can give your energy away, and then at the end of the day, you just a dead battery. And now you're looking for somebody to charge you up because you didn't charge everybody else. You didn't elevated everybody else, and nobody came back to pick you up and elevate you because they're not thinking about you like that. They don't care about you. They don't love you the way that you love them. So, you know what I mean? You just have to be really careful out here and just, you know, do your thing. And and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna repeat, freeway to Real Rick Ross, when I had the opportunity to interview him, I asked him face to face, and I'm like, man, is it bad to tell people what you're gonna do before you do it? And he told me personally, like, man, I don't think it's bad because that helps people to basically stay on your ass about it. Like, it helps you other people hold you accountable now. Because if you put it out there and then you get lazy and don't do it, that's good, because now they can be like, hey, I thought you were gonna do such and such. And then you like, right, you're right. They kind of give you motivation. So, you know what I mean? I'm a person that kind of tell everybody what I'm doing. I really don't care because I'm going to do it anyway, and there's nothing to do about it because I'm self-motivated. I don't need other people to come motivate me. I just learn how to do it myself. I'm the last and only son. I ain't had no brothers. I ain't had nobody. I had to play by myself, not with myself. You hear me? So, so you know, that's just how I grew up. That's how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to do things by myself. You know, I'm a solo dolo. Everything I did growing up, I hustled solo. I got on the poetry scene 21 years ago solo. You know, man, I was a solo artist as a spoken word artist. So, but man, this has been just a super great episode. Speaking about relationships, when it comes to jealousy, when it comes to business or pleasure. Thank you so much again for y'all's time today. Thanks for showing up on time. Mimie will tell you that I'm usually late, but hey, look, Mimie, I was on time today, though, right?
I saw when you popped in.
Right.
I'm over here looking at you like, yeah, Pimpin, I see you.
Right.
You were here early. Yes, I'm proud of you.
The good thing I was dressed.
I want to say thank you for bringing me on. I appreciate it, and it was a great conversation with everybody. And I'm looking forward to many more.
Yes.
Yeah, and I appreciate everybody on
Absolutely,
the panel.
absolutely.
Exactly.
And make sure y'all share y'all links and I'll share y'all, whatever y'all doing out here, I'll share it and try, my best to promote it. But that's what this our circle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
tried
And
to
actually,
find you too. I tried to find you
I'm
too on
sorry.
Instagram. I couldn't find you.
Is that official Mailman? At official Mailman.
Okay.
Okay, so hold on 1 second, please. Hold on. This is what we're gonna do. Everyone gonna have a time, and you all gonna reshare all your information right now. And as we close out the show, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go one by one, and everybody just again, you know what I'm saying? Just remind everyone out there, the audience, how they can find you, how they can support you. So since Create on the big screen right now, please, if you don't mind, Mr. Williams, go ahead and just tell people how to find you so we can continue to support your love button.
Okay, so everything is pretty simple. At Create on all social media, and then www.createslovebutter.com on the website, and it's CreaSloveButter.
Got it.
Okay, cool. And let me say this, and this is what I do, every show, you know what I mean? After you all share, I'm going to share something. And just again, thank you for being on the show, Create. I'm going to share a short story of how I met Create. You know what I mean? I'm so grateful for her because I met her through the internet and I invited her out to one of my interviews or something was going on. And we was at, what was that? River Oaks Mall. And her living like, I don't know how far away she came. What, you came like an hour and a half?
Yeah.
2 hours. This is the first time we ever met, you know what I'm saying? But that's the type of support and love she showed me. And I didn't even know her like that, you know what I'm saying? And so she forever has my support and my love and respect because actually she actually was the only one that showed up that day. I had people that was 5 minutes away. I had people that was 15 in town in the city and they did not come out. But this woman came an hour and a half plus away just to show love and support because she said I would be there. And she went out her way and she brought her beautiful daughter. And that's when I got to meet some of her family. You know what I mean? And I just so grateful for you and I just want to continue to just show you love and just, wish you the best. And I'm so proud of you for you establishing 2 kiosks. That's incredible. You know what I'm saying? And then you spoke about how you were, a past felon or whatever like that. That's incredible because some people use that as an excuse to feel like that they can't go further in life. They can't go forward. But you are proving people wrong and you are going against the grain. You're knocking down walls and obstacles. And I'm just so proud of you and keep going, Queen. And
You and
tell
me
your
together,
husband I said, what up,
man.
too?
Forget you and me together. I appreciate y'all, man. You know how I am. I'm always gonna be a woman of my word. If I can't, I can't. If I can, I'm gonna break hell and high water to do it.
Right.
That's
You
just
definitely
it.
a woman of your word. And I interviewed Create too. We had a great interview on Words of Silk, one of my other TV shows, Words of Silk poetry TV show. So I appreciated that interview and I remember it always. So
Thank you.
much love to you and your whole family. You have a beautiful family.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm gonna go to M.I.A, because always ladies first. So please remind the people how they can support you and everything that you got coming up.
Oh wow! You can go check me out on YouTube, M.I.A, and check out my new songs, "Come Back to Me," which were released internationally all over the world. You can get them on any social media, and also don't forget my my dance tune and my separate tune, "Love Clouds" as well. Check that out on YouTube. The videos are up. Shoot, you can go anywhere in social media and look me up, M.I.A singing diva all day.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, and
And just
check
a
me
little
out
bit
real
about
soon. I'm sorry, check me out real soon. I'm gonna be in Japan. I'm gonna be doing a tour in Japan in August.
yeah.
So I'm excited. Repping Chicago.
I'm happy for you. Keep shining, man.
Yes,
Oh,
That's
congratulations.
what's
thank you,
up.
y'all.
Congratulations, Emmanuel. You know what I mean? Again, also, just give your flowers real quick. I'm very proud of you. I see you moving. You know what I mean? You've been really making history. You might not get the type of love or attention that you deserve coming from Chicago, whatever like that. A lot of people are overlooked that's really talented, but you have became more than international. You are worldwide and you have found a way to go outside the city and have over 2 number 1 hits on the Billboard, on the chart, and that is just like extraordinary. That is like unheard of from the place that where we come from, whatever like that. And you coming that from Chicago, you know what I'm saying, where there's a lot of hate, a lot of jealousy, you know what I mean, that you've experienced, but you have not let that hold you back. And I want you to keep going and just, what I'm saying, I'm proud of you. And, what I'm saying, I had the pleasure of interviewing you. That's one of my highlights. And she was actually, when it came to my show, where I do the interviews, she was my 100, no, what was that? No, you was my 1 year guest. So when I hit 1 year, she was my, when I started, you know what I'm saying? So that actually was on 10/20/21. I always remember that. So, you know what I mean? I really appreciated that. It was, man,
It
I
was
got to
great.
learn a lot more about her, and, she's really exciting. And, I just, highly recommend everyone to continue to support her. She's someone special.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. I appreciate
So,
you so
be safe
much, you
out there.
guys.
Appreciate you.
Check me out,
We
please.
Thanks for being
appreciate
on the
you.
show. That's right. That's right. And real quick, I gotta go to our third guest, celebrity friend, my brother. Tell them how they can support you.
Okay, I'm at Official Mailman on all social platforms, available on all music websites. The website you can go to is www.dudenem.com. That's DUDENEM.com. And my YouTube channel, you just go type in Dudenem or Mailman, Keep Dreaming, and my YouTube will pop up. But all my YouTube is linked to the Official Mailman. So that's on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Clubhouse. I'm everywhere. I'm here to share information. And also, if you want to free yourself, my Grand Sheets number and email address is on the website if you want to correct your status in this system. And there's a more, it's a beautiful thing, And man, I wanted to add that Cree on 63rd at the bank, the second floor, 63rd and High Street right there.
Mm-hmm.
They expunge records. I'm going through a process of expunging my records. So, it's the second floor at the 53rd Bank on 63rd and High Street if you haven't heard of it.
I got denied twice, so I'm go ahead and try for the third time.
Yeah, so I'm working. They supposed to seal mine, so I know how that is.
Yeah.
And man, hey, thanks for having me, and peace, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice to everybody who's watching me.
I get you.
And I thanks Isaidit and Mimie. for having me here.
Thank you, Mimie.
I enjoyed the deal, man. I love y'all. And make sure y'all share y'all. I'm gonna get what I said, and I'm gonna make sure I follow and share. Everybody on. Sharing this stuff. So that's what it's all about.
Let's go.
So real quick, a little bit about my brother. Official Mailman. We actually go back all the way to high school. We grew up in the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So we known each other basically since we was kids. Went to high school together, you know what I mean, and then got out and grew up and started networking together, did business together when I was working with the famous Chicago Bridge magazine. So shout out to Bridget. I'm talking about, we did a lot of interviews. But what's really special about my brother, Official Mailman as well, he already is like legend himself, and especially in Chicago and the whole Midwest, because him and his partner, they sold, what was that, like 50,000 CDs or something like that. How many units? 181,000 units. How many? I didn't lost track.
82,000 back in 02.
Okay, 82,000.
Yeah, 80,000 back in 02.
Okay, that's what's up. Right, independently, that's legend right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, to do that independently, you know what I mean? That is something unheard of coming from Chicago, the south suburb area, all of that, man. You know what I mean? You were inspiration to me too, brother. You know what I mean? Just the way that you got on your grind and continue to keep going no matter any circumstance, the obstacles. You always been someone that I looked up to, and I have no shame in my game by saying that I looked up to one of my fellow peers, knowing that I was a true hustler myself. But you will continue to, when I look around and I see how hard you going, and me go even harder too. Not as a competition thing, but just be like, hey, if he can do it, I can do it too, type of thing. And so, man, you know, and then later on, after having that great accomplishment of selling all records, I invited you to be part of the magazine. And he took a back door to me. And when I say back door, I say that respectively. He's just equally as talented, if not more than I am. But yet he went behind the camera to film my interviews. And that's actually how I started off 2013. He started filming interviews for me back in like 2015. So we've done over like 100, 200 probably interviews together where he was my cameraman. And I say that so humbly. And he humbled himself to do that for me, despite he's a superstar. He's a bigger star than I am. You know what I'm saying? But he gave me that month flyer. You know, so he did that for me because he believed in me. Because we're real men like that. We real brothers like that. We believe in each other. You know what I'm saying? And man, you don't know how much I love you, brother, for that. And just, you
Man,
know,
I love
helping
you
me
too,
to help
bro.
get out there.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's like
straight
this,
up, man.
man. Where I go, you go. Where you go, I go. That's what it's all about.
Right.
See, the thing about me, I'm not talking about nothing because I see how Chicago works. So I'm going to work outside of it. You get what I'm saying? To keep things locked in the pocket. And then stuff just pop out. They like, dang, I didn't know you was doing that. I didn't know. You see what I'm saying? So that's how we keep it. They don't know what we're doing. You see what I'm saying? And now you're on this platform. You get what I'm saying, bro? It's God's plan, brother. You know, it's our time. You know, when it's your time, it's your time. Can't nobody stop it, you know?
Straight like that, man. And, you know, I'm just happy that we was able to make this history together. You made history on your own. I made history on my own. And then we came together and started making history together. That was a beautiful thing, man. And we still have footage unreleased. And I'm going to get on that and still release some of this footage. You hear me? Because we got stuff in the catalog that we done. It was footage lost. But, man, we did a whole bunch together, man. And they don't even know. The world is yet to see. And I'm just so grateful to have you in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? And thanks for being on the show, brother. Salute.
Salute,
all
brother.
day. Straight up.
The I Said It show.
And then Mimie, please.
I'm gonna come up with a song for you.
I
said it. I'm gonna come up with a song for you. I'm gonna have a theme song. You're gonna have it come on. You're gonna be like, the I Said It show. Da-da-da.
That'll be catchy too. That'll be real catchy.
Come on with it. Come on with it. You know I love your singing voice. But please, Mimie, you know, please share again who you are again to remind the people that's been living under a rock and you know, how they can support you.
At M.I.A. Entertainment Group on IG. That's it. Or either if you Google Mimie Acosta, all my stuff will come up. Just get at me. At M.I.A. Entertainment Group on IG. Stay connected. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, straight like that, man. Y'all better support Mimie. You already know because I said it. And hey, it's like this. Mimie is so genuine. Mimie is such a genuine person. Y'all can see the enthusiasm, the joy, the love. I know y'all love Mimie. Y'all just met Mimie. Y'all gotta love Mimie. Like, look at who she is. You know what I mean?
Woo-woo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all bad.
And again, Mimie. Hey, and again, Mimie, you are a true inspiration. You are so supportive. Again, like I forgot who said it on here, but you know, like they say, you got to go outside your city sometime to really get your flowers. And you know what I mean? Despite I virtually went out my city, you know what I'm saying? Mimie has showed me so much love, so much support. She has showed me. I'm not gonna go so far and go like what the gang said, like saying that Kanye showed him more support than Dr. Dre did his whole career. I'm not gonna go that far, but Mimie has showed me so much support in such little time. From the little time we've been networking, she has done just a true friend. And she was actually, after I had my car accident, she was one of the people that I felt comfortable enough to reach out to. And she gave me just, you know, and I was very emotional during that time too. And she just helped me to just, you know what I mean, you know, help find myself again. Cause I was like, you know, with the PTSD, which I'm still going over and getting through right now from my accident. You know, she's one of the people that I feel comfortable reaching out to, and she never lets me down. She always answers the phone. She always answers my text. If she can't get to the phone, she always responds. It's the thing. And anytime I call on her when it comes to this entertainment, she's always there for me. And she promotes harder than anybody I've ever known when it comes to my stuff. She promotes, and I'm a person that promotes hard. I've been told by other people, like, man, Mike, stop tagging me. You're doing too much. You're posting too much. Stop tagging me. You feel me? But Mimi will post other people's stuff like it's her. You know what I'm saying? Whether she's involved or not. And that's pure love. That's pure like that the sincerity that comes behind everything. Your energy is just, you know what I mean, is untraceable, is
Thank you.
undeniable. And you are just so kind, and I love you for that, and
Thank
just
you.
respect you highly. And just continue to just, I'm praying for your daughter to get out soon, and you know what I mean. And I
Same.
just love your fight. I just love your fight. You know what I mean. You are just a fighter, a warrior. You know what I mean. And I see it in you, and I appreciate it in you. I salute you too, Queen. You know what I
Thank
mean.
you.
And thank you for
Sister.
everything.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Let's do it.
Hey. So thank you again for everybody that joined us today that was able to tune in live at the square table where we help you to get back in your square at the square table. You know what I'm saying? And again, just to double back, today's topic was about jealousy in relationships, business and or pleasure. So, we nailed that today. And thanks to
Yeah.
Emmanuel, thanks to Mimi, thanks to Official Mailman, and thanks to last but not least, Create. You know what I mean? So make sure you support all of them. I highly recommend that. And as we close out this show, I'm just gonna share my TV and media my media sponsors. And just again, just welcome you all back for another great episode coming soon. So just stay tuned. I said it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. This is being shown on live on YouTube. I need more subscribers. I need more love. We all do, right? So
Yeah.
hey, man, thank you all, man. This was 2 hours, like right, that went
I
quick
said it
too.
show.
It definitely did
I
go a
Remember,
little
said
quick.
it
like,
show.
share,
It didn't even
It's
seem
the
like
subscribe.
it
I
was
Like,
said
finished.
it
share,
show.
subscribe.
It's the I said it show. If you
Thank all
didn't
of
know,
y'all.
you
I
know.
appreciate
It's
all
the
of y'all.
I
Yeah.
said it show. You
Go
better
ahead,
know.
Mike.
If you
Yeah.
didn't know, now you know. It's the I said it show. If you did know,
Hey.
now you know.
Yes.
Appreciate you, Queen Amanda.
Love it.
Hey, so make sure you all have a safe day. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you have planned. Get some rest. I know y'all been working hard because y'all hard workers. And man, you know what I mean? Again, you have my support all day long. You need something, anything that I can do to help further, you know what I'm saying? Please just don't be shy to ask. You know what I'm saying? Just holler at your boy. I said it. So,
Peace.
y'all be safe out there and love to you.
One love,
Make
Peace.
sure
everybody.
you all share this video. Everyone that's watching, share this video. This was another great episode of the Square Table.
Yes.
Yes.
Peace. Peace
Peace.
and blessings.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like I say, real quick, I'm just gonna share some of my media sponsors. Just go through them real quick and just say thank you again to when it comes to my radio sponsors. Shout out to Radio Impact, my peoples out there in LA. And that would be DJ King Assassin, the legendary, and the legendary DJ Green Guy. Man, so much love for them representing 98.2, the beat, holding me down. You know what I mean? They be yelling me out on many and many radio stations all the time and sharing my sponsors, all my official sponsors, which would include Mimie. So man, I'm just so grateful for them, you know what I mean, out in the LA area, and it actually extends across the whole country. So it's none but love. Shout out to CB and the boys, spearheaded by Crystal Booker. You know what I mean? So much love for Crystal, and the rest of the fellow um panel, along with her other hosts. I can't think of the name. Help me out. Who's is Roger
Roger,
and
George, George.
George, right. Roger and George, and of course, the beautiful Mimi Acosta is the host of CB and the Boys. Come on every Wednesday night. Make sure y'all support them. Shout out to my homie out there, Street Waters, and he's representing Soul on the Street. And I'm sorry, G Water representing Soul on the Streets. And he's out there in New York holding it down, giving us a shout out every Sunday night on his R&B show. So we appreciate that. And shout out to She Bananas as well. And she's right here in Chicago. You all know her on the afternoon kickback. She comes on throughout the week on My Radio Chicago. So make sure you support them. When it comes to the TV sponsors, real quick, shout out to Sweet the Boss. She's out there in Canada holding me down. You know what I mean? In the Barbados and everything like that, Jamaica and all of that, showing me love. And I appreciate her. And it's called The Boss Network. And it's where real life matters. It's the name of her brand. Shout out to Life and Entertainment with Gina Hills and this is her big poster right here, Gina Hill's Life and Entertainment. And this is actually the platform, the channel that I'm on, actually, on the XOD network. So make sure you all support the XOD network and make sure you all download them today on your app so you can get all the latest, greatest interviews. There's a lot of legends that's on there, icons that already have their show on XOD network. They've reached 2 billion people throughout the world. That's over 171 countries worldwide. And that's just incredible. And you can download it from any smart device that you may have within your reach. So make sure you all do that ASAP. And again, you know what I mean? It's high quality indie content. Shout out to my friend. She's actually the brand ambassador, the only brand ambassador at the moment of our state of management. That would be LJ Wicks. She was featured on the front cover of my first magazine. And she's actually the first Dutch female MC, first Asian female MC in hip hop, and first lady of Ultramagnetic MC from the Bronx. And she's been rapping since 1982. This woman do not get enough love for the legend and pioneer that she is. So I said I'm gonna give it to her. You know what I'm saying? And invited her to be my brand ambassador just so I can say her name because not enough people know who this woman is. And for her to be the first this, the first that, that is incredible. And people don't even like enough people don't know her. So show her some love and follow her on social media at LJ Wicks. And she's out there in the Netherlands. You know what I'm talking about? And so real quick, also, I don't know if you all know, but we have a great sale that's going on representing only for $100 a month. You can be able to be promoted digitally. You know what I'm saying? I got something up my sleeve that I'm working on. And I'm just saying, like, just trust me. Don't ask too many questions. If you see what I do out there and y'all know that I'm consistent, you know I work hard, then roll with me, rock with me. Pay this $100 a month and just know I'm going to take good care of you. I can't let the whole cat out the bag because people be trying to take your ideas. So I got to put only half of it out there right now. But that's what it is. It's advertising and marketing digitally. And so it's only $100 per month or $50 a week if you just want to do week to week. And I'm going to be doing a new show representing advertising and marketing. So just stay tuned for that. More coming soon. Real quick shout out to Major Way Records. And she's right here out of Chicago. Shout out to Aisha Moore. And she's actually one of my newest writers for my magazine. And she's going to be writing when it comes to the album reviews and artist bios that she's going to be submitting when it comes to indie artists along with mainstream artists. So I'm grateful for her. And shout out to Aisha Moore. Appreciate you, Queen. And again, man, just much love to everybody. If you're an artist, I recommend that you do this right here. If you want more spins and you want to get on the station, represent 15 stations, you know what I mean, with my peoples out there with Radio Impact out in LA, they're going to hold you down. I said it. So it's just like that. It's that simple. If you like to be a sponsor, hit me up. I said it. .mc@gmail.com. I'm out of breath at this point. I have nothing else to say. Or else I'm going to have to chug a lug with a bunch of water. I'm out of breath for real. Any closing remarks on Mimie? Help me out.
Look, first of all, I just want to say thank you very much for your platform. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your love. Thank you for everything that you do for all of us artists out here, entrepreneurs. You have done an amazing job and you continue to do an amazing job. So thank you, thank you, thank you. One love. God bless. Let's go.
God bless you too. And be safe out there, Mimie.
You as well.
And all our rest of our guests as well. You know what I mean? I wish you the best weekend ahead and just much love and much success.
Yes. One love.
Thank you.
One love.
Bye, Create.
See you later. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. We'll connect.
Yeah.
All right. Peace. Blessings.
Peace. I'm out.
All right. I'm out too.
All right.
See y'all next time real soon. Make sure you all catch us the last Thursday of every month at the Square Table. You come get back in your square with me and Mimie at the Square Table. Always featuring 3 of our celebrity friends. All right. Share this video. Much love. Peace. And again, make sure you all support everyone that was on this platform. You already know why. Because I said it. All right. Love.
Love.
Peace.